It's working already.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the feedback. So now I will split us in small rooms to make the conversation better and to have the opportunity to talk more. Okay, so Bruna, I think I will need some help. So if I need, I will ask for you.
All right.
It's my second time doing this.
It's okay.
I think.
Just don't forget to delete one of the rooms.
Okay.
Delete it.
So please, guys, if you receive a message on your screen, an invitation, please accept it. You will to the other room, okay? So I think it worked. Okay, please accept the invitation. And if you didn't receive, you stay with me. It worked?
Yes.
Okay. So, oh my God. Everything okay? Live on YouTube. Okay. So, guys, I think we can start now the conversation. I would like to Luana. Can you start, please, presenting yourself?
Yes, good evening. I'm Luana. I'm 23. I live in Beraba. I have 2 kids. I have a dog. I'm married. I like to read a romance book. I like to listen to the music, and I like to watch TV. That's it.
Very good. It has been a long time I don't see you, Luana. I was missing you.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you. Felipe, can you present yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Felipe Lira. I'm 44 years old. At the moment, I'm living in Recife with my wife and daughter. I work as a network and security analyst. In my free time, I like to go to the beach, read some technical books, and that's it.
Great. Bruna, can you go now?
Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Bruna. I live in São Paulo with my family. I work as a teacher and also as a community manager here. I like dancing. I like learning languages. Now I'm also learning Spanish. My next language will be French. I don't know when I will start. It's just a goal I have maybe for the next year. I still need to feel more comfortable speaking Spanish. And yeah, I'm really happy for you, Alida, for your first meeting. So congrats. And yeah, that's it. Let's do it.
Thank you. I have a goal to learn a new language, but I'm creating courage to start because it's not easy to start from zero. So now I prefer improve my English for now. Anyway. So guys, I will choose the first person and this person choose the next one. Okay, can we do like this? Okay, so question number 1, number 2 actually. Do you consider yourself a patient person? Why or why not? So Bruna, can you start, please?
Yes, I do consider myself a patient person. I think when we work in education, when we are teachers, we need to be patient because we are dealing with like people or with our student processes of learning. I think it's a good quality to have when you are a teacher. But I think not just because I am a teacher, but in general, I am really patient. And yeah, I like being like this. I think it is important. And when we are patient, we respect the other person's time, right? And I would like to be this way. And Julita, do you consider yourself a patient person?
Yes, in general, I consider myself a patient person. So even a hard situation, for example, when I am working, there is some situation that is very stressful, with the client or the system. So I can control my emotions and consider myself a patient person most of the time, not always. And you, Luana? Oh, sorry, Luana.
Yes, I'm a very patient person. As Bruna said, I'm a teacher, so it's a great characteristic, I guess it is. For you, for when you are work, when you need to talk with the other persons. I guess when you are persons, the problem is more easy for you to solve this.
So, me, I am not. I'm definitely not a patient person. I really to improve that. I don't know. Wait, I can't be quiet when I have to wait a long time. And about the process of life, I want the things at the time that I for example, if I start to uh, about money, for example, if I have a goal and I have to spend not I forgot the word, sorry, but I have to
Like save money?
save money. Yes, thank you. I have to save money, and I feel so crazy because I want to spend the money and I don't have patience to save. And a lot of things I have to improve this characteristic a lot, because it's really hard, because life, in a lot of situations in life, you will have to be patient for a lot of things, and if you don't, and if you aren't, you suffer a lot, because sometimes you need to be. So that's it. I think I am not, but I'm improving that. I am working since last year. I'm trying to be a more patient person. Let's move to the next question. So, question number 3: what takes your patience away quickly? Share with us an example. Felipe, can you start, please?
Yes, what makes me patient away quickly? So I don't know. It's sometimes we see people outside the want to be more than other people. I don't like these behaviors, So sometimes I lose my patience because of that. Or, for example, I see people that have money, and because of that, injury. I don't know the name the other people. But this is make me lost my patience. That's it. When people want to be more the other people because of money or think like that, technology, or that's it. And you, Bruno, what do you think about it?
Yeah, this is a good point you brought up, when like people try to be superior, right? Or think they are better than us just because they have more knowledge, or they have more power, or they think they have power over us just because of it. That's terrible. Well, guys, I must confess it's really difficult to take my patients away. I I really don't know. Maybe when like people not that they criticize me, but when they like criticize me, but I don't understand the reason, like you don't tell me why. You're just like you don't know when like someone doesn't know me, but they I don't know, do this with me, criticize me. This never happens, okay? It's not really common, but I think if it happened, I think I will be really, really pissed off. Or when people don't pay attention, like you tell them a lot of times, like I I tend to be patient in these cases, but when you are saying and saying like even if the person doesn't I have already said lots of time and they don't understand. I think this is really difficult. I have to explain more than 5 times. No, I think that's difficult. And you added.
I think the same when I have to explain the same thing, a lot of things, a lot of times, and the person just don't don't hear because sometimes the person has extremely sure about what they are talking and I am right and I will not listen you and you try to explain the situation and it happens with me all the time because I work as a receptionist at the hospital and the public that I work the most of times the people are stressed because they have to wait a long time and sometimes the most of times they are sick or they have a familiar a friend a person who is sick and he wants to the being attended at that time and I have to explain that sometimes we don't have fault about we don't have fault about the situation because some doctors anyway I think you got me right and it's really stressful when people just came screaming with you and don't even want to listen and to want an explanation about the situation and another thing is that takes my patient away is when when I have to live with someone who does not have a routine because I love routines and I am so organized and for example my dad is super disorganized. I don't know if this word exists but he's not a organized person and sometimes he comes to my room and makes a mess in my room and I feel crazy about it because I don't know I don't like people who anyway my things I like my things in my way in my anyway I think that's it. So Lona, it's your turn.
Yes. Almost nothing takes my patience away, But when I'm hungry and I need to do something before I eat, I don't want to wait for it, so I need to do something. I need to go to somewhere. Uh, it's taking my patience away.
Yeah, hungry is always hard. And when you are hungry and you have to wait someone to go to the place for eating and oh my god it's awful. So guys, let's move to the next question. Question number 4. What do you do when you have to wait a long time somewhere? How do you feel? And I think I am adding one more question here. What tips or what tools you do to spend time, to feel that the time will spend quickly for distraction anyway. So Luana, can you start now, please?
Yes, I hate wait something. I really hate, especially when it's a bus, and I mean, I need to go in a bus. General, usually they take a long way to arrive, and I if I not if I without my mobile phone, I almost cry because I need my mobile phone to distract me, to read, to play something. So when I do this, I can wait a little more time without oh my god, without complain. To complain. And you believe.
I don't know. I prefer to arrive. I prefer to go to the place when I have an appointment early. For example, 1 hour early, or maybe 30 minutes early, because I don't know. It's an appointment, and I don't want the other people wait for me. Or for example, when I have to travel, and I arrive in the airport 1 hour or maybe 2 hours before my trip, because I like it. And when I use a strategy I use my Kindle to read some books. I have some technical books in my cell phone, so I study. I waste my time study about the technical videos, and I use my headphone. I bring my headphone and the phone charger, because consume battery. When I am see videos on cell phone, the consume a lot of battery. So that's it. It's a strategy that I use when I am waiting for something, or for a trip, for example, in the airport. That's it. And you, Bruno?
Great, almost the same tips or the same things you said, but let's start answering how I feel, right? I usually feel impatient, true. Just like Elida said, I think when we have to wait so much, it's a bit bad. The last time I needed to wait, like I was really pissed off. Like the meeting was set to arrive at 8, 9, and I arrived at 8. Just like Lida said, I got there 1 hour earlier. And I felt really mad at me, why did I get so early? I should have arrived late, why? And I kept asking myself, I was really mad. But it's good when we are on time, right? I think we are not that responsible anymore. We are not, nowadays we are always late. So I think it's important to be responsible when we can. So when I have to wait, I like to read on my Kindle too. There are lots of books there. I like to listen to podcasts. If there is someone with me, I like to talk to this person. yeah, I think these are the options. Like podcasts usually help me a lot. I love listening to them, and this is how I usually spend my time on. And how about you, Elida?
I think everyone feels like impatient and being, don't stay calm, quiet in the place. And especially if you are hungry or if you are sick, waiting for doctors, in some situations, it's really hard. But as I said before, I take my Kindle to every place that I go because it's small and it's amazing. I love books, but there are some problems about taking books to places, so I prefer Kindle. And I always have some games in my phones because I love games. I think it's a great strategy, especially if the place does not have internet. It's hard not having internet nowadays in the place, but sometimes it happens. And I always, and when I am with my family or a parent or my boyfriend, I always create a game, to play at the time. Like, um, let's say a song with a word, I don't know. So me and my family, we have a lot of games, and to play when we are waiting for something, or when we are traveling. The last trip that we made, I don't know, the most part of the time we went in the car playing a lot of games, and anyway, something like that. And I think that's it. The strategy that I use is reading and playing with myself and playing with my family. And I think that's it. I can't remember anything right now, but it's really hard, especially when your mind is, because I don't know how to explain that, but I just can't thinking in something, one thing. I am always thinking, 100 of things at the same times, and it's really hard when I have to wait because I go to the moon and I came back in 5 seconds. Anyway, next, everyone answered that? Yes, right? So I think we can go to the question number 5. In your opinion, are there any disadvantage to being a patient person? Bruna, can you start?
Yes, people think they can do whatever they want because they know you won't be mad, you won't do anything. I think that's my biggest challenge. Like people, like, because it's true. I don't do anything bad. I don't do anything serious. So it's usually things are okay. Oh, you didn't deliver thing on time. All right, you didn't do your homework. No problem. You didn't do anything. Okay, true. It's your life, your choice. So but like people think they can do anything they want. This is bad because I feel that when we are so patient, true, we don't think of our limits. So I am like doing and accepting everything, and I know it's not the same. Be patient and accept everything. They are not always connected, but at least in my case they are. So for me at least this is the hardest part. And how about for you, Lu? I know you are patient too. What are the advantage in your point of view?
The same as you are going to know. The business asks for you do everything they don't want to do, because they know you are doing for him or for she. And that's it. How about you, Philip?
I think the disadvantage for me is to be a patient person is like you join the problems, you know. Sometimes you are a patient guy or a boy, but you don't you don't say what do you want, you know. So to hold it for you, but it's can be a bad thing you handle with it, you know. Sometimes you need to talk, you need to explain, you need to discuss about the thing, not hold it for you because you are a patient person. So that's my point of view. That it's a one disadvantage, you know, to be a patient person. And you, Helda.
Yes, I thought the same thing. People do what they want to do, and if you're okay with that, the people keep used to, you know. So like, oh my God, there's no problem if I am late because Bruna is okay. She never complains about it. So there is no problem. And I think nowadays people are normalizing being late, and I think it's awful. I have saw some friends once. Everyone was ready at the time, but one person said, "Oh my God, but arriving in the place at the time, it's so brega, you know. Let's wait some minutes to being late." And I was like, "Oh my God, people, you know." It's not the normal, you know. I know sometimes a lot of things can happen, and we don't things that we don't expect, but nowadays I think people are being late because they want to be late. So it's awful. And as Philippe said, I am very punctual. That's correct. Punctual person, and I like to came to the place early, you know, because I hate when people have to wait for me, and I always came early. And when you are too patient, the people doesn't care about that. So I think there's a lot of disadvantage, but at the same time, it's not our problem, right? It's the other people's problem. And anyway, but you have to wait more, you have to waste your time and things like that. So that's it. Everyone answered. I think I would say something else, but I forgot. Anyway, if I remember, I said later. Question number 6. How can we practice to improve our patience in your routine? Do you have any habit for this? That's the time that I learned. Felipe, can you start?
I don't know the answer, but sometimes it's genetic to be a patient person, maybe. But you can try, or you can train. You can train to be a patient person using some methods. I don't know what, but counting 1 to 5 to be calm, you know, meditation, maybe, you know, drink some tea to relax. I don't know. I don't know the formula, but I think that there are a lot of way to improve your patient, our patient, you know? And you, Bruno.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's really difficult. There are different ways, but I will try to bring something in other other situations. I try to understand why I'm feeling this way, first of all. Like, why am I impatient? Does I have to wait too much? Okay, if I have to wait, like, what can I do to feel better? Sometimes we like that day I was sharing with you, like that I got to the place so early. I didn't have too much to do. I was really mad. I was like, oh, damn it, that's terrible. I'm really mad. No, no, no. What could I do? Like I couldn't do nothing besides waiting. I just had to wait. So I try to think of the reason I'm starting to feel impatient. Sometimes it's because I don't know how to deal with the situation. Sometimes it's because I don't know how to deal with my feelings. I don't know what to deal with someone else's time, right? Like I don't know if a student, for example, doesn't understand something I'm trying to teach. Of course, I need to be more patient to teach them. That's my job, right? So I try to see from others' perspectives, and not to be mad, not to be like them, and try to think better. This is my habit. Try to identify my feelings and understand why I'm feeling this way. That's my advice. And how about you, Lu?
Um, yes, I think when you breathe, when you look deep, inside us, try to distract it, to do something good. Uh, when you are waste time, when you need to know you, to know your feelings, to know what you need to do. Because as you said, you are early, so my God, enjoy your time alone. Do something good to distract you, to look at sky, I don't know, do something and try don't think too much about, oh my God, I'm way someone. I guess breathe, drink some water, and enjoy your company, enjoy your talks. Is good.
Yes, Bruna, you said something that's really important, I think, when trying to discover why we are feeling, why are we feeling like this? Because sometimes there are a lot of problems that the problem is not the problem, you have to solve the beginning of the problem, and you have to ask to yourself why I'm feeling like that. It's just because I have to wait 1 hour, or it's because I have, I don't know, you can, there are a lot of possibilities, and I was watching a video from a psychology, no, it's like psychiatra, I don't know how to say that in English, and she was telling like about the nowadays we have our phones all the time with us, and when we have to wait the elevator, just for seconds, we take our cell phone and we see Instagram, and we nowadays, not on us, né, being humans, we lost the capacity of waiting just for a few seconds, waiting the elevator, and we need a distraction, and we look for something, and the most of times the thing is our cell phone, is Instagram, Twitter, anyway. And a technique that she was telling at the video, a technique to training, to practice your patient is not to, how can I say that, refuse, the temptation of taking the cell phone and force yourself to waiting and to being in the present moment. So meditation, as Philippe said, it's a great technique I have been practicing since last year, and I think it helped me a lot. Of course, I'm not 100% patient yet, but I am in the process. And because when you, and it's funny because at some times when I am meditating, I feel impatient to finish the moment because I want to do something else, and I can't stay in the present moment because it's, anyway, I don't know how to explain that, but I feel impatient when I'm trying to practice my patience. It's really funny. But anyway, nowadays I'm trying to, when I have to wait for a bus or elevator or anyway like that, I try not to take my cell phone and not using so much social media because I was addicted and I was looking at Instagram all the time. Now I'm trying to not use so much, and I think it helps a lot.
Yeah, Lida, you said something important. I know a job interview, the one step to a job interview is to measure your patience. So the interviewer put you in a room and the interviewer put you in your room in colocava você put you in rating, the in a room. So and there is a camera record you to see your behavior. What do you do when you are waiting for 1 hour, for example, the result or things like that? It's one step the job interview. Do you understand me or not?
Yes, I understand.
Because there is some people that it's not patient, give up the process, go out, or other people be patient to read some books. That's it.
Oh my God, I've never seen this before, really. And I saw a study. I don't know what was the year, but they put 5 person people, I don't know, in a room, and just with a table and a button, and if the person put this button, he or she, right, will take a shock, and taking a shock, we did not waste the, how can I say, I don't know how to explain that in English, guys, sorry, I'm trying. Taking the shock, we would not taking the time, they will not have less time, but it was the same time. I think it was 1 hour or 3 hours, I don't know. And the most of people take the button and take it the shock, just because they can't doing nothing. Just they can't sit on the chair and doing nothing. They needed to do something, and this thing was taking a shock. So it's really terrifying, when we see the situation and we see how the human being can't just need to do something and can't wait. Anyway, I'm talking too much, sorry. I think we can go to the next question. Are your friends, relatives, patient, or stressed people? How do you deal with it? Lu, can you start?
Yes. and I guess I'm living with stressed person, you know. Everyone in my house, in my home, is stressed. My kids, my husband, my father-in-law. Just me is patient, you know, because oh my God, they they want the things at the moment, you know, and oh my God, not now. I watch TV, I take a shower, I'm in my bed, you know. Don't ask me nothing, but they want something, and if you don't, if I don't do, it's a I don't know how can I say this, but it's everyone yellow with me, uh, you know, saying bad words, and oh my God, I need to do something for fix this. This, uh, this is how I deal with this. Try to fix how to talk. Try to talk to him, to the person, you know, and the life is going. How about you, Blue?
Really difficult. But in general, people, I will not complain. My brother is a bit impatient, but my family in general is patient. My parents and my parents are really patient. My friends are amazing too. They are patient with me and me also. So I can't complain, you know, everybody around me is really, really okay. Just my brother, and how I deal with it. I don't talk to him. That's how I do. The better option, you know, is not to interact. If you wanna be stressed by yourself, you know. I don't deserve to be mistreated or something like this. So that's how I do. And how about you, Lida? How is it in your with your friends or in your family?
Yes, about my family and friends, I have both patient and not patient person. So I live with it the same manner. You know? I'm a calm person. Try to talk, or if I don't have condition to be a discuss, I stop the conversation anyway. You know. But I note that my daughter, she's a teenager. Uh, in the menstrual period, she is more stressful. No, I don't know if I don't know. There are three women here. I think it's like a hormones, you know, think like that. But I noticed that in the menstrual period, my daughter, she's more stressful. That's it. And you have
I have both too. My dad is super patient. My boyfriend is patient. Thanks God, because two stressed people we would fight a lot. But thanks God, he's really patient. My mom is stressed, and how I deal with it. It's okay. It's okay being stressed, but I just feel angry. As Bruna said it at the beginning, I just feel angry when people are stressed with me with no reason, you know, or when people don't does not say, oh, like I did nothing, or you know, and the people is stressful and rude. Anyway, I don't like it, but I try to talk with her, my mom, right? And when I realize that she's really stressful, I don't. How can I say that? I usually say, let's talk later. You know, we are not we don't have conditions to talk right now. So when we are calm. Yes, later when we are calm, we talk. So that's it. And yes, that's it. I think I didn't forget anything to say anything. Next question. Question number 8, right? What situation or experience in your life demanded more patience from you? Bruna, can you start?
Tough question. Demanded more. Okay, last year, no, in 2021, I was working at a school as a coordinator, and it was really hard because I needed to talk to the parents. And this is the hardest point ever. It was the hardest moment, deal with the parents and explain to them how their children were doing, if they were developing their English, explain why the children should continue studying at the school again. So that was really hard, but yeah, it was a short period, like just 2 months or 3 from, I think it was 3 months, so it was okay, it was fast, That's it. That was the hardest moment.
So guys, welcome back to how was the conversation? Gabriel, how was the conversation for you? Share it with us.
The conversation was good, so good, because this topic, I like talking about it, and I have met the nice guys, and the conversation is good.
Amazing. So Márcio, how was for you? Share it with us. And please answer the question number 4. What do you do when you have to wait a long time? I added a question in this question here in my room. What tools usually do you use to spend time more quickly and to distract yourself when you have to wait?
So in my case, me, yes. Okay, about the Imersão, our good, So, and about the question number 4, and long time is somewhere for me. In my case, I'm nervous when people wait a long time for me. I'm nervous. Yeah, because time for me, it's very important. Timing, very important. Our situations, yes, timing, it's very important for me. So I wait long time. I'm nervous about it.
All right. Carol, how was the conversation? Do you consider yourself a patient person? No. Why? I understand you. Oh, okay. So guys, I will share with you the link of the survey, okay, on the chat. Please answer the survey and tell me what do you thought about the conversation or you thought about me. Today, as I said at the beginning, it was my first immersion. It's my first meeting being a host, and okay. Oh, sorry, Bruna. I think I sent to the wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's on the chat. Share with me what you thought about me. really thank you for being here, for your time. It's really important to me. And give me topics, suggestions of topics and subject to talk, because it's a pleasure to create the questions and to prepare the meetings for you guys. And that's it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, a great night of resting, you know. And that's it. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Thank
Next
you.
Monday
Bye.
at the same time.